In this Vinyasa Yoga class, we'll be blending some of the movements and breathing of martial arts and yoga. So it's essentially a moving and breathing meditation, and we'll be breathing using ujjayi breath for most of the practice. If you're not familiar with ujjayi breath, I'll include a link to a tutorial in the description below. I would recommend watching that beforehand. However, you can just go ahead with this video and not know ujjayi breath. What I would say, if you're not familiar with ujjayi breath, is to just focus on nostril breathing, so breathing in and out of the nose, and breathing with sound, which you create in your throat. The sound which is almost like Darth Vader or like the ocean. So with that said, please do enjoy this class. So we'll begin in a cross-legged seated position. Make sure you can feel your sit bones grounded downwards. So you might want to wiggle your bum so that you can feel those sit bones grounded down to the floor. And then with the hands rested on the knees, just take the right ear to the right shoulder, dropping the neck to one side. And then inhale, lift the left arm up, fingertips raised to the sky, maybe give them a little wiggle. And then exhale to float the hand back down. Inhale, the left arm floats up, fingertips rise to the sky. Exhale to float back down. Continue with the pace of your own breath. Inhaling to float up, feel the fingertips lift. And exhale to float down, feeling the fingers glide through the air. Taking deep breaths in as you reach up, and then long exhales, ujjayi breath. One more time. And then take the chin down to the chest, and then roll the left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, right arm rises to the sky, fingertips lift. Exhale to fall to the ground. Inhaling to lift, stretching the fingers and the wrist. Exhale to float. Breathing down into the belly, feeling the belly expand on the inhale. And finding a focus point for the gaze. So in yoga we call this a drishti, where your gaze is, your attention is. So focus your gaze to focus your attention. One more time. Nice. And then bring the right hand to right knee. Roll the neck around in one full circle in one direction. And then take the neck around in the opposite direction. Just gently mobilizing the neck. Lovely. And then take the torso forwards. Roll the torso around in a circular motion, like you're stirring a bowl of soup with the shoulders. Notice the movement in the hips, the shoulders, the wrists. You can take this as quickly or as slowly as you wish. You can make the circles as big or as small as you wish. Investigate what feels good for your body right now. And keep connected to that ujjayi breath. So maybe breathing in for half the circle and out for half the circle. Hearing the sound of your breath. And then when you're ready, rotating around in the opposite direction. Moving with sound. And bring the torso back to center, and we'll transition into tabletop position. So the hands are just below the shoulders, the knees are just below the hips. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Maybe take some wrist stretches if your wrists feel particularly tight today, so you can flip the fingertips backwards towards the knees and then rock back and forth, or you could take the fingertips to the sideways of the mat and rock sideways. Or take any other movements that you wish here, feeling into the body, feeling where it wants to move, where it wants to stretch. And then returning back to a tabletop position when you're ready. We'll take a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, the belly drops, chest forwards, gaze up. Exhale, push through the hands round the back like a cat. Inhale, belly drops, chest forwards, gaze up. Exhale to push through the hands round the back and gaze through the legs. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat and gaze through the legs. And keep flowing with the pace of your breath, noticing where your gaze is on the inhale and where your gaze is on the exhale. One more time. And come back to a tabletop position. Knees come together to touch. And then extend that right foot back like you're kicking into an imaginary wall. Engage the glutes, engage the leg and the core. And then if that's comfortable, you can reach the left arm forwards like you're being pulled by your arm and kicking back with the foot. If that's comfortable, you can reach back and grab the right heel. Maybe looking over the left shoulder for an extra balance challenge. And then we'll all meet back with the leg extended, arm raised if that's raised at the beginning, and then drop the hand and the knee back down to the ground. Other side, so kick that left foot back, kick back into an imaginary wall, direct your force through that heel, so like you're kicking back with the heel of your foot, and then option to extend the right arm forwards, option to grab the left heel, maybe peeking over the right shoulder. Use your ujjayi breath to focus the mind, focus the body. And then extend the arm and the leg, and then exhale, drop the hand and the knee back down. We'll come into a hovering tabletop now. So we're going to push through the hands, tuck the toes, and lift the knees an inch or two off the ground. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Adjusting the feet and the hands as needed to find your comfortable downward facing dog. Take any size out of the mouth that you need here. Take any pedals of the feet. Relax the head and the neck. The gaze is between the legs. We'll take 3 focused breaths here. You can either breathe with my count, or you can breathe at your own count. 1 inhale, 1 exhale, 2 inhale, 2 exhale, 3 breathing into the belly, 3 exhale. And I'm going to crawl the hands back to meet the feet, coming into a forward fold position with the knees bent as much as needed. And we're going to just roll up through the spine, pushing down through the feet as we roll upwards. So directing your force and weight down as you roll up through the spine. Nice. And when you reach standing, have a little shake of the body, maybe do some torso twists. We're going to take a walking meditation to the top of the mat using diaphragmatic breathing. So what we're going to do is use short, sharp inhales and exhales using our diaphragm, the muscle of our diaphragm, to power the breathing. So first you might want to place both hands on your belly and just practice those short, sharp breaths in and out through the nose using your diaphragm. So breathing in sharp through the nose and then exhale sharp. And feel the belly move with that inhale and exhale. Almost like you're blowing your nose. Two more times. Now we're going to add some movement. So on the inhale, we're going to lift the knee. Exhale, we're going to drop the heel. Inhale to lift the knee. Exhale, drop the heel. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, drop the heel. Inhale, knee. Exhale, heel. One more time. Nice. And then we'll find Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of the mat. So the feet are hip distance, palms are by the sides, palms facing forwards to open the chest and shoulders. Reaching up tall through the crown of the head, but pressing down through the feet. Big inhale, the arms rise to the sky. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forwards, T-shape arms. Inhale, arms rise to the sky, look up to the hands. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forwards. Inhale, arms rise to the sky, look up to the hands. Exhale, angel wings, elbows bend, gazing upwards to the sky. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. Drop the knees, bend the elbows, lower to the ground. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 focused breaths again, relaxing the head, either counting with my breath or at your own pace. 1 inhale, 1 exhale. 2 inhale, relax the head. 2 exhale, reach the hips up. 3 inhale, push the ground away. 3 exhale. Start to crawl the hands towards the feet into a forward fold position and then push down through the feet as you roll up through the spine. And once you've reached the top, have a little wiggle again, a little shake. Take any movements that you want here before we come into that walking meditation, or we could call it a walking stomp really. So once you're ready, come back to those short, sharp inhales and exhales through the nose, this time starting with the right knee lifted. Inhale, right knee rise. Exhale, heel drops. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. And keep moving with the pace of your breath. And once you're ready, we'll reach the top of the mat in Tadasana again, mountain pose, feet hip distance, palms face forwards, chest and shoulders nice and open, crown of the head reaching up tall. Big inhale, arms rise to the sky. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forwards. Inhale, arms to the sky, look up to the hands. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forwards. Inhale, arms rise to the sky, looking up. Exhale, angel wings, open the chest, gazing upwards. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, diving forwards, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. Option to take a full chaturanga or modified. So we're lowering down to the ground, and then inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. There's a few ways you can do the vinyasa, so chaturanga to upward facing dog. So take the version that feels best for you today. We'll take 3 focus breaths here again. 1, inhale into the belly. 1, exhale, relax the head. 2, inhale. 2, exhale. 3, inhale. 3, exhale. Crawl the hands back towards the feet one last time. And again, push down through the feet as you lift up and roll up through the spine. Have a little wiggle. We'll take one last walking meditation, walking stomp to the top of the mat. This time coming back to the left leg. So move at the pace of your breath. We'll all meet back in Tadasana, palms facing forwards, chest and shoulders open wide. Lovely. And then we'll just move on to the next part of our standing sequence. So inhale, the arms sweep back and forwards, hips sink back to chair pose. Peek back, peek down to see that you can see your toes. Take 3 focus breaths here. Find a focus point for the gaze. 1, inhale. 1, exhale. 2, inhale. 2, exhale. 3, inhale. 3, exhale. Nice. Now step that left foot back into a high lunge position. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, sweep the arms forwards and back. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fall. Keep moving with the pace of your breath. You can move fast or slow here, depending on how you feel like you want to move today. You can use those short, sharp inhales and exhales through the nose like we did when we stomped, or you can do very slow ujjayi breaths. Inhale, all reaching back up to the sky. Exhale, drop the back foot down, coming into warrior 2 legs. Bending the front leg, opening the arms like a T, gazing over the right fingertips. Flip the right palm up to the sky, reach forwards like you're being pulled, and then inhale back to reverse warrior. Feel that side stretch along the side of the body. Push down with the feet, but reach up with that hand. And then take the back toes out about 1 inch or 2. And then on an exhale, we're going to bend the back leg as you straighten the front leg and the arms sweep forwards. Inhale, the front leg bends, back leg straightens. Exhale, the back leg bends, front leg straightens. So you might not look exactly the same as me, and that's fine, but just find what works best for you in this flow. So we're just moving the arms forwards and back as the legs move forward and back. Moving with the pace of your breath. Inhale, we'll all come back to reverse warrior arms. Exhale, sweep the arms forwards. And then step the right foot back into a plank position. Take your version of chaturanga. Inhale up to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. 3 focus breaths. 1 inhale, 1 exhale. 2 inhale, 2 exhale. 3 inhale, 3 exhale. Look in between the hands, bend the knees and start to hop towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise up to the sky as you push down through the feet. Middle fingertips touch, and then exhale, bring the fingers down through the center. Lovely, so that was one side. So we'll come to repeat that on the second side. I think I'm probably best to stand here for that. So we'll start from chair pose. So feet hip distance. Inhale, sweep the arms back and forwards, chair pose. Gazing forwards, 3 focus breaths. 1 inhale, 1 exhale. 2 inhale deep, 2 exhale long. 3 inhale with sound, 3 exhale with sound. Step that right foot back into a high lunge position. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sweep. Move with the pace of your breath, as quick or as slow as you want to go. Inhale, all rise to the sky. Exhale, drop the back foot down into warrior 2 legs. Open up the hands to a T shape. Looking over the left fingertips. Flip the left palm up to the sky. Reach forwards like you're being pulled. And then inhale to reach back to reverse warrior. Push down through the feet, reach up through the hand. Feel the stretch in the side body. And then again, pivot the back toes out an inch or 2. And then we're going to move the legs, the legs and the hands. So bend in the back leg, straighten in the front leg. And then bend in the front leg, straighten in the back leg. And then using the arms to float from side to side. And then add the breath into it. So breathe however feels most natural to you. Find your flow. Steady breath, steady mind. So steady the breath and steady the mind. Inhale, arms come back to reverse warrior. Exhale, hands cartwheel forward to frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Take your version of chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips go back, downward facing dog. 3 focus breaths. 1 inhale, 1 exhale. 2 inhale, 2 exhale. 3 inhale, 3 exhale. Look in between the hands, bend the knees, and start to walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, push down through the feet, reach up through the hands. Middle fingertips touch. Exhale, bring the hands down through the center. Nice, so we're just going to repeat that once more on each side. This time I'm going to talk a bit less to allow you to flow with your breath without me talking too much. So remember to breathe with sound, with ujjayi breath, and you don't have to look exactly like how I look on the screen. Move with the feelings and intuition of your own body. Okay, so inhale, arms sweep back and forwards, chair pose. Exhale, step the left foot back, high lunge. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back toes drop, warrior two. Flip the right palm up, reach forwards, reverse warrior. Pivot the back toes out an inch, and then come back to that flowing warrior. Move in with the breath. Inhale, arms float back to reverse warrior. Exhale, hands cartwheel forwards, frame the front foot. Step back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, toes tuck, hips lift. 3 breaths. 1 inhale. 1 exhale. 2 inhale. 2 exhale, relax the head. 3 inhale. 3 exhale. Look in between the hands, bend the knees, and start to step to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Push down through the feet. Inhale, rise to standing. Middle fingertips touch. Exhale, bring the energy down through the center. Okay, repeating that on the right side. Feet hip distance. Inhale, arms sweep back and forwards, chair pose. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky in high lunge. Exhale, sweep back. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale, back. Keep pushing down through the feet. So we're rooted down through the feet. Strong legs, steady breath. Inhale, all rise. Exhale, warrior two. So drop that back foot, extend the arms straight like a T. Flip the left palm up to the sky. Reach forwards like you're being pulled. Inhale, reverse warrior. Pivot the back toes out an inch. And then exhale, hand sweep forwards, back leg bends. Or however else you want to float through this flowing warrior. So I like to imagine that my hands are pushing the air away as the hands float forwards. Inhale, arms come back to reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands forwards to frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Take your vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, bring the big toes into touch. We're going to transition down to the mat now. So inhale, reach the right leg back to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee forwards, coming into pigeon pose. So the knee goes towards the right wrist, the heel goes towards the left wrist. Find your comfortable pigeon pose, so find your comfortable depth. You can either stay up here, or we can start to sink down to the forearms. Start to feel the heart rate slowing down. Stay connected to your ujjayi breath, but this time we're going to count the breath in for 4 and then out for a count of 6 or 8. So you count your own breath and I'll tell us when to transition out of this posture. So in for 4, out for 6 or 8. On your next exhale, if you're lowered down, start to crawl your hands up. Tuck the back toes, reach that right knee back into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, bring some movement back into the hip. And then bring the big toes together to touch again. Inhale, extend the left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee goes towards the left wrist, heel goes towards the right wrist, and then start to edge the back foot back into pigeon on the other side. So again, settle in, find your comfortable depth where you can feel about a 60% stretch. And then let's count our breath again. In for 4, out for a count of 6 or 8. Ujjayi breath, so breathing with sound. On your next exhale, shift your weight to your left bum cheek and then start to shift your body around to come into a seated position with the knees lifted to the sky. Take the hands behind you and then just windshield wiper the hips, the knees from side to side. Bringing some movement back into the hips. You can either do this as like a free flow motion, or for more hip sort of joint isolation, you can drop one knee and then the other. Notice whether that feels different in your hip joints. Okay, and then knees pointed to the sky. We're going to take one last controlled movement before we relax fully down onto the mat. So the hands come forwards in between the just above the knees, and then we're going to slowly roll through the spine down to a lying down position. Really slowly. How slow can you go? Focusing your gaze in between the hands, using the core, using your abs. Slowly, slowly rolling back. Maybe you start to shake, and that's good. And then once your spine is fully to the ground, feel free to take any last posture that you wish before we come into Shavasana to close the practice. So maybe that's happy baby, maybe it's some hip circle, maybe it's some knee hugs, spinal twists, yogi's choice. And then once you're ready, extend the legs straight. Come into a traditional Shavasana. So the arms are rested by the sides, palms face upwards to the sky. I like to wiggle my shoulders slightly inwards to open the chest. So you feel an opening and expansion in the chest and the shoulders. Relax the feet so the feet naturally roll outwards, relaxing the muscles in the inner thighs. Maybe lift the head up to look towards the toes, and then drop the head back down to lengthen the neck. We'll take a body scan now to consciously relax each body part. So this is the time in our practice where no muscular engagement is needed. This is a time to relax all of the little muscles in the body. As a contrast to the movement that we've just done, now we find stillness. So bring your attention down to your left foot and feel the left foot relax. Bring your attention to your left shin. Feel your left shin relax. Feel the muscles softening around the shin and the ankle and the feet. Bring your attention to your left kneecap, relaxing the muscles in the knee. Bring your attention to your left thigh, relaxing the muscles in the thigh, softening the muscles in the left leg and the left foot. Bring your attention to your left hip, left side of the torso, left side of the chest, left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, lower arm, the wrist, the back of the left hand, palm of the left hand, relaxing and softening all of the muscles in the hand, the arm, shoulder, and bringing your attention to the right foot, relaxing the right foot, bringing your attention to the right shin, the right kneecap, right thigh, right hip, the right side of the torso, the right side of the chest, the right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, the back of the right palm, relaxing the whole of the right arm. Bringing your attention to your neck, relaxing the neck, relaxing the muscles in the eyes, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the whole body, whole body, whole body, rested and supported. Now start to feel the points of contact of your body with the floor. Start to feel your breath deepen in and out of the nostrils. Maybe wiggle the toes and the fingers. I like to take a big morning stretch overhead. And however you want to get there, we'll meet in a seated cross-legged position. So you can either roll onto one side and prop yourself up, or I like to rock and roll through the spine up to seated. So thank you for practicing with me today. I hope this was helpful. Maybe you learnt some new movements for your own practice or some new breathing techniques to incorporate in your own practice. Do let me know how you found in the comments below so that I know whether this was useful and whether to make more of them. And yeah, thank you. Have a good rest of the day or evening wherever you are.